These are old videos from 2021 archive. So y'all sit back and relax, eat your popcorn, and yeah, get it on.
We are all one mess. We're not all one. Stop with that cat. Stop lying. We're not all one. Oh, my bad. I just had to, burp. We're not all one. Stop with that bullshit. We're not all one in consciousness. That's not the case. Yeah, we all bleed and shed tears, but it's not really the same, my friend. Just like we have lions and tigers, yes, they're wild cats. They both roar and scratch or whatever, but they are not the same. You know what I'm saying? We're not all one habit. There's different soul archetypes. There's like soul monads and shit. You know, just like you and your family are only related by flesh, not spirit. You know what I'm saying? There's different dimensions, right, and realms. Like, we're not all one. Stop this mess. You know what I'm saying? We are not all one. There's entities are in this world, are in this earth right now who are not even supposed to be here. There are beings in this earth that are not supposed to be here. They brought a lot of entities with them and all types of shit. You never knew that, right? There's entities that is roaming around the planet that are not supposed to be here. We're not all one. Stop this bullshit. And stop this bullshit that, oh, we all said children, oh, the fuck we're not. Not everybody's human. They tell you the truth in front of they tell you the truth in front of your face. They show you this in movies. Please stop with this we're all one mess. I'm talking about women attracting semen retention. Y'all just let that shit just carry away, It like when you want like semen retention, you don't always get woman attraction. You'll have to go a certain amount of days to get that. You gotta go like, for those who just started, I mean, why you even worried about that, It's not really all that. It's just an extra. It's like a byproduct of you doing it. And you don't really get that sometimes. Sometimes you only get it if you're like going out, you know what I'm saying? Going to the groceries or whatever. You know what I'm saying? That shouldn't be your epitome of your semen. You should do it so you should do semen retention to do it, to get on, to quit your bad habits, you know what I'm saying? So you can have a little bit more life source energy, you know what I'm saying? Why are you focused on a basis of women attraction, you know what I'm saying? You gotta go like 50 days for like women attraction. It don't just happen just like that. You know what I'm saying? And then when y'all don't get it, y'all just relapse. You know what I'm saying? Like, why is that your core basis, bruh? Like, why? Woman attraction, then what you get after, They're not attracted to you, my nigga. They're attracted to the energy of it. They don't give a fuck about you. So why do you care? They don't care about you. They only care about the energy of it, that metaphysical energy. So stop caring about the damn woman attraction. It's not really all that. It's just like an extra. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, I'm out with this shit. Dealing with a tear. This time they make this face of you. Like, it's like they're so drawn to you ass, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're closed in, they're glued in. It's like they picking up energy from you. It's like the emitting, you know how they snap the child's neck to emit the adrenochrome with that? Kind of like that. You know what I'm saying? When you're just worrying about regular life, your business, they just come out of nowhere and talk to you or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You're not even ready, Two, they try to show off with their couples and shit. You know what I'm saying? And all that. All that shit is an illusion. You know what I'm saying? Two, everywhere you go, they always gotta fucking beat it or try to be a bitch. And they always try to copy what you wear, because they don't think for themselves. You know what I'm saying? And two, whenever you go somewhere and you try to go, they just disappear. You know what I'm saying? It's like they have synthetic telepathy and shit, you know? They always argue, and another one, they always argue and talk on the phone, and when they have a group of people, they act like they're having a wholesome conversation when they just talk about nothing but air, you know what I'm saying? Nothing but bull, just BS, you know? They act like and another one, they act like they minding their own business, you know what I'm saying? One is there just to interrogate motherfuckers, you know? These are the signs that I know of being a terror, and another one, they give you fucking dead fucking stares. You know what I'm saying? They give you evil stares, you know? You know? And yeah, pretty much, you know, fuck the terrors.
Y'all check our video out in the description. Develop a stoic mindset, overcome hardship and struggles, and also become present instantly. Watch how to develop this mindset and become present. Tap with yourself, improve. So y'all tap in. It's gonna be in the description. Tap in.
You talk about getting healthy, being healthy. There's many ways to become healthy. You know what I'm saying? It's not really about what you eat only. And I say what you're putting into your mind. You know what I'm saying? That matters a whole lot. At the end of the day, when you eat something, you're gonna shit it out. You know what I'm saying? So why try to eat all the healthy shit? It's about what you have in here. You know? It's about what you have in your mind. What are you feeding your mind? Are you feeding your mind negative shit or positive shit? You know what I'm saying? I'm not telling you to be all positive, but you know what I'm saying? It's about what you have in here. You know what I'm saying? What are you feeding your mind? You know what I'm saying? That can alter your reality in some cases, you know? So not all, but it can alter it, you know, it do some good, you know. So there's many ways to become healthy, you know. You don't just have to eat all the rice, all the vegetables, and all the detox and all that. You don't gotta necessarily do that, you know. Anyways, peace. Talk about twin flames. As much as I don't really give a fuck about nature, I'm talking about twin flames. So what is twin flame? It's one soul split into two bodies. How does that work, Kenny? So as soon as you're born, so when your soul wants to incarnate in this realm, it has to split into two. It has to polarize. Why is that? It's because this realm, this physical plane of existence that we live in, is a duality. It's duality based. It just has to. You know what I'm saying? Your soul has to split into two. One positive, one negative. Male, female. You know what I'm saying? I see these couples, they say it's twin flame. That's not how it works. It's a duality. You know what I'm saying? And as soon as you're born from your mother or whatever, your soul energy, your life source energy, it polarizes. Your energy travels to the other person. It has to polarize. You know what I'm saying? It has to split to two distinct. It's kind of like a dichotomy. You know what I'm saying? Each and everyone has a twin flame. As soon as your soul wants to incarnate here, it always has to split into two. It always go to another person. Some people don't meet their twin flames or whatever. Your number one sign of having a twin flame, I'll tell you this. You don't know who your twin flame is until like separation. So basically, it's soul recognition. It happens on a deepest subconscious level. There's no love at first sight. That's bullshit. It's called soul recognition. As soon as your soul recognizes itself and the other counterpart, the energy polarizes and there's a push-pull cycle. You know what I'm saying? Positive always pushes the negative. That's how it works, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, I'm out. Nigga, I'm in nature right now. Like, Look at this stick, bruh. There's nothing. I mean, yes, nature is peaceful, but is nature really peaceful? Nature peaceful, you hear the traffic sounds and all this shit. Nigga, this shit ain't real. Look at this shit. Nigga, this ain't real grass. Man, fuck this nature. Man, if the number sign of a new age guru you, they talk about getting into nature. Oh my God, we gotta get back to nature. We gotta make one. Get the fuck out of here. Nigga, does this shit look real to you? Look at this shit. If y'all really talk about respect nature, then explain the fucking trash over there and shit. Explain that. Explain the litter. If y'all really care, why don't y'all pick it up? You know, this isn't even real. Nobody even respects it, you know? So, stop with this nature stuff. Nobody really cares. You know, if y'all really with nature, then you see a lot of people out in nature, you know? You know? Look at this, bruh. Nobody respects nature, you know? Y'all talk about get nature, you know? I'm in nature right now. Nature's all around us. Gives a fuck about you, bro. Stop worrying about, oh my God, what are they gonna say this? How are they gonna, like, you're not gonna take this body, you're not gonna take this head to you to the grave. All that shit is dead. This shit is like temporary, my nigga. Like, you don't take this with you, nigga, you're dead. You know? So stop worrying about it. Life is so short. You know, nobody cares about your ass. Stop worrying about, oh my God, what are this? Like, they're not checking up on you like that. They don't care. You know what I'm saying? So stop worrying about what people are saying or whatever. Like, they don't give a fuck. Like, why you want to try to impress or whatever? Like, they don't give a fuck about you. Like, why? Have you heard the term? The world doesn't revolve around you. Yes, the world doesn't revolve around you. The world is fucked up, you know? But just move on. The people don't really give a fuck about folks like that. Nobody really cares about each other. Just move on and just live your life, you know? So stop worrying about, you know? Shit, and move on, you know? You're not going to take all this stuff with you to the grave. And last time I checked, you're the only one in the coffin. You die alone.
Man, I just want to say, man, it's over, bruh. In the black hemisphere, bro, it's over, bruh. It's done, bro. Whatever you do, pack your bags and go. You want to go off grid, bro? It's over for the black community. You know what I'm saying? It's over, especially with that girl putting Gorilla Glue in her hair. It's fucking over, bro. You know, they just passed us torch to these folks that represents us, you know. It's over, you know. Whatever you do, pack your bags and go off grid. It's over, you know. You know what I'm saying? It's over for us, you know. Just whatever you do is you can pack your bags and go. Just leave everything behind because it's over.
So, folks, before your life gets better, you will go through fucking hell. You know what I'm saying? When you a child, you go through all this fuck shit. And then when you get older, you realize what the fuck you went through. That shit was bad, you know what I'm saying? You went through traumatic experiences, you know? A lot of people can't talk about this shit because it's very uncomfortable. When you look back at what happened to you when you was little, you realize you went through some fuck shit. And that's what the fuck shaped you who you are. You know what I'm saying? Like, now your life is getting better. You seem like you in control. But look at how you now. Look back on when you was a child. You realize how much shit you had to go through, you know what I'm saying? Life is just suffering, you know? Not all the time, but, you know, like, when I was little, I realized what the fuck I've seen that I shouldn't have seen as a child, you know what I'm saying? You know, a lot of people go through shit, you know? So, yeah, man, if you go through shit, you go through hell before you get to heaven, before your life starts to get like a little better, you know? Anyways, I'm out. You talk about the real me. The real me, I'm a very angry person inside. I'm a very dark person, you know? I try to mask it like I'm a good person and all that shit, but I have anger and resentment. Sometimes I think about doing like this, you know what I'm saying? Just doing the massacre, you know, especially when you're young and you know this much. It's like, that's makes stuff worse. And plus, We know no, plus you just feel like you're the only one, all types of shit, you know? Like, I don't like to feel like shit is all angelic when it's not. I'm tired of that shit, you know? I'm gonna move on. I'm not gonna play victim. I'm not gonna play victim, you know what I'm saying? But I'm tired of this shit, you know? Every time I just wake up angry, pissed off at everything. But I ain't gonna be an emotional wreck, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to do something for myself. But it's like, shit is just fucked up sometimes, you know? Some stuff you can't control, you know what I'm saying? I understand that, you know? Like, it's like, damn, like, I gotta pretend everything is good when it's fucking not, you know? Like, I gotta lie. It's like, kind of like walking on eggshells, you know what I'm saying? I could see flaws in folks, and I gotta pretend like they're just regular human beings when they got flaws, when they fucked up, you know? And I wake up, and I even family members or whatever, friends, they got shitty energy. I gotta pretend that it's all cool when it's not. You know what I'm saying? It's like, we gotta pretend and put this mask on. You gotta be real, you know? You know, this is the year of revealing, the age of Aquarius. You know, fuck all this, putting all this, a mask on, you know what I'm saying? Fuck all this hiding stuff in, you know? Like I made that last video. If you wanna break down, you can, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, I'm out.